Okay, hello, welcome colleagues and welcome learners to this session where we want to solve this paper, the grade 9 paper for 2021, external. Okay, as you may know, there are two papers that are written each year, that is for internal and external. So this is an external one, all right, the one that they just wrote in July. Okay, so this now we have two sections in grade 9 paper 2. Section A has two questions and they are both compulsory. Okay, so it's a must. You have to answer the first two questions. Then from section B, you are going to pick the other 3 to make it 5, because in total you're supposed to answer 5 questions. All right, so without wasting your time, let's get started. How do we solve this question? All right, so the first thing that we're supposed to do here, it's very important that we get rid of the denominator part. So how do we do that? The way we do that, we need to find the lowest common multiple of 4 and 4, which is 4 itself. Okay, which is 4 itself. So what you're supposed to do in that case is so we need to find the lowest common multiple here, which is 4 itself. So you multiply each of this part by 4. So we're going to say 4 multiplied by y, so this is y over 4. This is equals to 4 multiplied by 3 minus 4 multiplied by 3y over 4. Okay, so this and this one we get 1. So here we're going to remain with y. This is equals to 12 minus this, and that also gives us 1. So this is going to be minus 3y. Okay, so at this point, we put the like terms together. We're going to have 4y is equals to 12. When this one comes the other side, it will be a positive. Then you divide both sides by 4. Y is equals to 3. Y is equals to 3. All right, so question 1 has another part, which is part okay, a bag contains 6 black balls and 9 green balls of the same size. A ball is picked from the bag at random. Find the probability that it is a green ball. So first of all, we need to look at, so the probability of us having a green, okay, a green ball is equals to the total number of green balls. So how many green balls do we have? Okay, how many green balls do we have? They are 9 over the total number of balls in the bag. So to find the total number, you have to add 6 plus 9. This gives you 15. This can be simplified further to say 3 here. It will be 2. And 3 here, it's 5. Oh, sorry, 3 here, it's what? It's 3. 3 here, it's 3. Okay, 3 here, it's 3 over. So this is what you get. You find that others would want to write this as 5 into 3, it's 0. 5 into 30, it's 6. So either or any of these 3 can be your answer. Okay, so we have now the question here. So we look at this question now. Given that 4w minus EF is equals to AW minus 8, make W the subject of the formula. So what are we supposed to do here? this side you have W and the other side you have W. So you have to put W on the same side. So this is going to be 4W minus AW is equals to, if you want, you can start with the minus 8, then plus EF. Okay, minus 8 here, then this one must come the other side. Okay, then now at this point you need to factorize W here. So you factorize W, you remain with 4 minus A is equals to, if you want you can maintain it as this, the way it is here, or you can start with a positive. It's one and the same thing. 8 plus EF. Okay, now because we want to make this W the subject of the formula, you have to divide both sides by 4 minus A. 4 minus A. So this and that will cancel. So W is equals to this. W is equals to that. That's what we're getting as the answer. Are we together? So we have question D, which reads, a woman works for 40 hours normal weekly time. Her basic rate is 10 kwacha per hour, and the rate for overtime is half, and time and a half. Time and a half. So calculate her total wage for a week in which she works for 59 hours. Okay, so this person works for 59 hours in this particular week. All right, so meaning the 40 she worked for, because we are told that the week has got 40 hours for normal time. Okay, so you find that the 40 is for what? It's normal time. Then 19 they were for overtime. All right, hours. So what is the rate for the normal time? The rate for the normal time is what? 10 kwacha. That's what we have here. Okay, then plus, what is the rate for the overtime? The rate for the overtime is time and a half. What is the time? The time is 10. And a half, what is the half of 10? It's 5. So it becomes 10 plus 5, which is going to be 15. If they were saying double was going to be 20. All right. So now at this point you multiply. This gives you what? 400 plus, when you multiply this side, what you get? You get 285. And then when you add this, what you get? You get 685. This is what is going to be your answer here. All right, this is what is going to be your answer here. So this is the end of question 1. Now we have to go to question 2. So question 2, 3 angles of a quadrilateral are x degrees plus 2x degrees and y. Express the size of the fourth angle in terms of x and y in its simplest form. All right, so what you have to understand here is we're talking about what? A quadrilateral. So a quadrilateral has how many angles? A quadrilateral has got how many angles? A quadrilateral is a four-sided polygon. Okay, this is a quadrilateral. So it's like we're just giving, let me just give you an example where they're saying, for instance, this is x and this is 2x and then this is y here. Then the question is saying express the size of the fourth angle in terms of x and y. So we need to know that these angles 1, 2, 3, 4 and this fourth angle that we don't know, they are supposed to add up to 360 degrees. A quadrilateral, the sum of the interior angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. So we can only say, to know this angle here, to know this angle, we need to say 360 degrees minus y, okay, if you like, minus y, maybe we can put this in brackets, sorry, open brackets here, y plus 2x plus x. When we subtract these three angles from 360, then that is going to give us what? The fourth, that is going to give us the fourth angle. So we can go further to say 360 degrees minus y plus 3 plus 3x. Okay, this could be the answer, but if you want, it's also important to go further. In fact, since we are told we are supposed to simplify it, to distribute this one now, this is going to be minus y minus 3x. Okay, when we do this whole thing here, all right, when we do this whole thing here, it's like this is what is going to give us the fourth what? This is what is going to give us the fourth angle. That's all. That's what you're expected to do there. Okay. Solve the simultaneous equations. Solve the simultaneous equations here. How do we solve the simultaneous equations? Commonly, we use elimination method, isn't it? Where we get to eliminate one of these variables here. It could be x or y. But then the determinant of which one should be eliminated, we first get to see. In any case, okay, at the first glance, do we have a variable that has the same coefficient regardless of the sign? Okay, so in this case, when you look at the coefficient of y, it's, we can more or less say it's 1. Here it's -1, here it's +1. So when this is the case, we don't have to struggle. We'll just eliminate what is already there. Now, how do you eliminate? When the signs are different, to eliminate, you add. When the signs are different, to eliminate, you add. So when we add 2x plus 5x, we get 7x. This is equals to, we are eliminating y. So when we add -y plus y, this will give us a 0. This will give us a 0. So then you add these two here. What do you get? This gives you 21. So you definitely know that to get the value of x, you need to divide both sides by 7. And that is going to obviously give you 3. Then how do we find the value of x? How do we find the value of x? So if we're going to pick this one, is equals to 16. We pick one of these two equations, and then where there is x, we put what? 3. So I'm going to say y is equals to 16 minus 5x minus 5x. Now, what is our x? Our x is 3. So we're going to have 16 minus 15. So our y is going to be equals to 1. Okay, so when you put 3 here, you say 2 multiplied by 3, you get 6. 6 minus 1, you get 5. So y is 1, x is 3. All right. Now we have construction, and I'm very sorry that I have not prepared, I haven't organized the instruments, and I've already started to solve this question, so it's very difficult to pause. So what I can only do is you need to use mathematical or geometrical instruments here, which I do not have with me. Okay, and I seriously apologize for that. So what I can only do is to maybe help you understand what you can do here. Okay, maybe just what that is just what I can do. So what you have to do is using geometrical instruments, construct triangle ABC in which AB is equals to 8 centimeters. So you measure on the ruler there, you measure 8 centimeters from A to B. You measure 8 centimeters. I'm just giving, you make sure this must be 8 centimeters. Okay. Then BC is 7 centimeters. Then AC is 7 centimeters. So then you know that from B to C, it's supposed to be 7 centimeters. And from A to C, it's supposed to be 6 centimeters. So what you're supposed to do is to get the measurements like this. You measure 7 centimeters on the ruler, then you bring that compass of yours, you draw an arc here for 7 centimeters. You do the same thing and draw another one for 6 centimeters here. Then where they are going to meet, for instance, one will be for 7 centimeters, maybe it will be this one, for 6 centimeters will be this one. So like this is going to be where your C is going to be here. Just an example. Then measure this angle now. So you need to measure this angle, which is, this one, this angle here. You need to measure this angle. Okay? You need to measure this angle. And when you measure it, it must give you something close to 45 or so, somewhere there. All right. Then construct the bisectors of AB and BC. Okay. So how to construct the bisectors? We're talking about how to construct a perpendicular bisector of this. Okay. I wish I could demonstrate, but I don't have the instrument. So this question, it's your homework. We can go to the next one. Okay. So now we have question 3. Given that matrix C is this one, D is this one, then find C, and our C is this one, which is 9 minus 5, 7, 8, minus, there is 3 here, 3D. Okay, take note, there is 3D. So meaning this matrix here has to be multiplied by 3. Each one of these elements has to be multiplied by 3. So 3 multiplied by 0, you get 0. Here you get 9. Here you get minus 3. Here you get what? 12. I hope you've seen what I've done. I've multiplied by 3 in advance. Then you begin to subtract. 9 minus 0, it will be 9. Negative 5 minus negative 3. You know this and this one will give us a plus, isn't it? So we're going to get negative 2. 7 minus 9, negative 2. 8 minus 12, negative 4. This is what we're going to get. Okay? This is what we are going to get. So, we come to this one. A radio costs 230 kwacha, inclusive of VAT. Okay, which is value added tax at 15%. Okay, so this amount includes what? This amount includes 15%, okay, of VAT. Now we want to calculate what was the cost of the radio before VAT was included. Okay, what was the cost of the radio before VAT was included? So it's like, first of all, we are looking at 100%, the initial. What was that the 100%. Before VAT is added, we have this 100%. Okay? Then now, when VAT is added, it goes to 115% of. So we want to find what is 100%, okay, out of, because this amount, okay, it has got a 15% added for, so we want to go to the original, which was like the initial 100%, which is like the price before that is added. So you calculate this, and what do you get? All right, you need to calculate this, and what you get, you break it down, you discover that here we are going to get we're going to get 200 kwacha. Okay, that is the 15%. Okay, so we have question C. Given the following set of ordered pairs, okay, these are the pairs now, okay, up to this one. Find the function representing this mapping. Find the function representing this mapping. Okay, so now here we have the x coordinates. X coordinate for the first one, the x coordinates are the first coordinates, so we have 6, 4, 2, 0, and -2. Okay, and this one is taking us to 4, and here there is 2, there is 0, here there is -2, and the -4. That is how they are, something like this. Okay, so we say this is the x, then this one is f of x, which we look at sometimes as y. So we are going to say now f of x, to find these ones here, what is it that was happening to this one here? What is it that was happening to this one? Okay, which is x. How were we arriving at this? Okay, how are we arriving at this? So when you look at this, from 6, what happened? We subtracted 2 to get 4. From 4, what happened? We subtracted 2 to get 6. So we're going to say this is x minus 2. X minus 2 is what we're going to get here. This is what they wanted as your answer to this question. Then find the value of x if y is equals to, just like I told you that this could also be y. Find the value of x when y is equals to -10. So you have, we say y is equals to x minus 2. So they are saying if this is -10, okay, then what is our y? So you can collect the like terms together. You know this is going to give you -8. That is what is going to be your answer for x. Then we have question 4. Express 216,400, okay, in standard form, correct to 3 significant figures. So you write this number in significant figures. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is first of all going to be 2.164 multiplied by 10 to the power 5. But because we are told this is supposed to be to have 3 significant figures, then we're going to have 1, 2, 3. So it goes to 2.16 multiplied by 10. This is what will be our answer. And simplify. How do we simplify this one? So we have 1, we get rid of the brackets, 6x plus 10 because of this negative and this one, then plus 5x. So then you put the like terms together, you have 1 plus 10 minus 6x plus 5x. When you work out this part alone, it gives you what? 11 minus, now look at these, you have negative 6 plus 5. If we just look at the coefficients, what do you get here? Okay, you get negative 1, so which is just the same as negative 1x, but we always don't indicate the x, so this is what will be our answer here. Okay, then we have another question here. The diagram ABCDEFG below is a triangular prism, which is this one. Given these measurements, calculate its volume. Okay, just as we can see everything here. So we said volume is equals to base. The base of a triangle is this one, multiplied by height, which we called length. So what is the base of this triangle? The base is 1/2 multiplied by, what is the base? 8 multiplied by 4, which is the height here, and then multiplied by the length of the, which is 15. Okay, so this into this one, it's 4. 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 15. Okay, what do we get? This is going to give us 240 centimeters cubed. Okay, then we have question D. Illustrate the inequality. The inequality y is greater than or equal to negative 2x on the x or y plane below by shading the wanted region for the domain. Okay, so we have, if I want to write that as an equation, I'll write it this way. Of course, I know that we are dealing with the inequality, but first you write it as an equation. Then in this case, what are we supposed to do? We need to come up with a table of coordinates. We need to come up with a table of coordinates, the x and y. Then the coordinates that were given here were given the domain from -1 up to 3. Just you get the first one and the last one. Just get the first one and the last one. So then we have to start now. We need to find the y coordinate. When x is equals to -1, when you put -1 here, what you get? It will be -2 multiplied by -1. You definitely get +2. Are we together? You get +2. Then you come now to the next one. -2 multiplied by 3. -2 multiplied by 3. You get -6. Okay? Then now you plot these coordinates here. -1, 2. -1, 2 is this point here. Okay? Then -3, -6, it's this point here. Okay? Then you need to join these with a straight, use a ruler. You draw a straight line like this. Okay? Then you shade the wanted region. You shade the wanted region. The wanted region, in this case, greater. It's greater, isn't it? So greater, this upper part is the greater region. So you just shade upwards. This upper part is the greater region. That is what you are supposed to do. Okay? That's what you are supposed to do. Simple as that. So we come to question 5. Calculate the sum of the interior angles of a polygon with 20 sides. So the formula that we use is n minus 2 multiplied by 180. So n is the number of sides. So meaning we're going to say 20 minus 2 multiplied by 180. Then this is going to be 18 multiplied by 180. What do we get? We're going to get 3,240 degrees. Okay, that is basically what we're going to get here, isn't it? We have another question that we're supposed to look at, which is division of number bases. Okay, so now we have 10110 divided by 10. Okay, so we can start from 10 into 1, it can't. 10 into 10, it can. How many times? 1. So we multiply this and this, it gives us what? This, when we subtract here, we'll get 0, we'll get 0 here. So in that case, we're supposed to bring this one down here. Then we say 10 into 1, it can't. So you put a 0 here. All right? So I'm not going to multiply this by 10 because it will still give me 0. So it's like I'll be repeating the process. So I'll move on to the next one and bring this one down. 10 into 1, it can go in how many times? 1. Because we're dealing with binary numbers here. As long as it can go into this number, how many times? It's always once just. So if it can go in once, you multiply now this by 10, you get 10. When you subtract this, what do you get? 1. This will give you a 0. Okay, this can't go into this one, so we drop down that 0 here. 10 into 10 can go in once. When you multiply, get 10, 0. That gives you what? 0, 0. So our answer is 1, 1. Sorry. This is the answer here. 1, 0, 1. 1, 0, 1, 1. That is our answer. Okay, so we have question C. In the diagram below, AE and BD are straight lines. Angle EDC is equal to angle ABC, and they are both 90 degrees. BC is 16 centimeters, CD is 8 centimeters, and CE is 10 centimeters. Then calculate now the length of what? AC. Calculate the length of AC. Okay, so this is very simple. We need to look at it's about similarities here. Then we look at now the corresponding sides. We have two triangles here. Okay, we have two triangles. So here, what we want here is AC. Now AC is coming from a bigger triangle. So what is the corresponding side from the smaller triangle? It's EC. This must be equal to, now we need to look for the other corresponding sides, and both of them should have got the measurements given. So it will be this one, which is BC corresponding to CD here. So the first one, AC, is what we are looking for. Then we have 10 is equals to BC is 16 over 8. If you want, we can go further and say AC over 10 is equals to 2 over 1. Okay? You simplify here. Then you cross multiply. AC will give you 20 centimeters. Okay? That's what you're going to get there. So then at this point now, We have this question. The table below shows the time taken for learners to walk to school. All right. So these are the intervals, the number of learners. One learner took about 6 to 10 minutes. That's what it means. Two learners took about 11 to 15 minutes, and so on. Then calculate the mean time taken. Now, the mean, when we're talking about mean of grouped data, in this case, where you're given the class interval, we need to find the midpoint here. Okay, we need to find the midpoint of these two numbers. So you add this and that. What do you get? It'll give you 16. Then that 16, you divide it by 2. What do you get? You're getting 8. So you get 8 multiplied by this one plus, you do the same here. 11 plus 15. What do you get? 26. 26 divided by 2. You're getting 13. 13 multiplied by the frequency, multiplied by 2. Plus, when you add these two, what do you get? You get 36. 36 divided by 2. You're getting 18 multiplied by 4. The same thing here, you do it. What are you going to get? This will give you 23, because you are going to get what? 46 divided by 2. Okay. Then plus, what do you get here? You add these, will give you 56. 56, so you get 28 multiplied by 1 divided by, then you add these numbers here. How many are they? This is 3, 7, 10. So this is 10. Okay, so you multiply all these and add. You multiply, add, you multiply, add, you multiply and add. Then you are going to get 180 over 10. And this is going to give you 18. Okay. Okay, so we have the question. Given that the universal set has all these elements, P has this, Q, the elements for Q are given in set notation or in set builder notation. Okay, which is X is represented by the elements that are between 1, okay, this set 1 and 6, okay, between 1 and 6. That's what it means. Those elements that are less than 1, I mean those elements that are greater than, because we are talking about this X. Look at where X is. X is greater than 1. So we are looking at 2, but they should be there in the universal set. We are looking at 2, 3, 4, and 5. We are not supposed to go beyond the 5, because we are told that they are supposed to be less than 6, not even equal. If there was an equal sign here, we are going to include those elements. So the elements that are supposed, the actual elements that are supposed to be in Q are 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so you need to make sure you pick these elements here. Then illustrate the information in the Venn diagram below. So what you're supposed to do is, first of all, to identify the element that is there in all these 3 sets, P, R, and the Q. What is that element? You can see that 5 is featuring in this element, in this set, and this one. So 5, we put it here. Okay, then we can go to P and Q. P and Q, we have 4 here. So 4 will be here. Then we can go to Q and the R. We have 3, and also here we have 3. Okay, so that is our, then now we have P and R, isn't it? We have P and R. 7 is here, 7 is here, so 7 you put here. Then when you go now to P, what element is remaining? 6. R here it's 9, and Q, it's 2. Do we have elements that are still in the universal set, but they are not represented here? 1 and 8. Okay, these are the elements that we are talking about. So you get 2 marks for doing that. Okay, you get 2 marks for doing that. Then you come to this one. Find the elements, okay? Find the sets that are found in this, find the sets of this, okay. So we need to find the elements that are found in this set. That's what it means. We need to find the elements that are found in this set. So maybe, first of all here, it's very important. I don't know the easier method that we can use. I don't know the easier method that we can use, but we can first of all list the elements that are in set P. We know that they are already there, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Then now we have this other set here. This set. Okay. This set, it is the same. You can actually list the other thing that you can do here. Or let's do it this same way that you can manage maybe. So we say Q complement. That would be better, isn't it? Q complement, meaning elements that are not in Q. And they are 1, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Then we look at R complement again. R complement. We are looking at now elements that are not in set R. So those elements are 1, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Okay. I think so. Yes. Then, now we want the intersection. We come to this one now. We want the intersection, elements that are found in these sets. 1, I have seen 1. 6, I have also seen 6. And 8, isn't it? So the elements that are found in these sets are 1, 6, and 8. Those are the elements that I have seen myself. Okay? So meaning now, when we come to write the final answer to this question, we want the union of this set, which is this one, and the set P. Set P is here. So it will be 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get these elements here. These ones and those ones. Okay? 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. These are the elements that will be in your answer. Then we come to this part now. Come to this part where we need to multiply these matrices. Given that this is matrix R, matrix T, find this is multiplication. So we need to multiply these two matrices. You are multiplying these two matrices. So you write 1, 2, -3, -4, 2, 0, 6, 1. Then you begin to multiply row by column, row by column. So it will be 2 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 2. You get 2. 2 multiplied by 6. You get 12. 1 multiplied by 0, you get 0. 2 multiplied by 1, you get 2. -3 multiplied by 2, you get -6. Plus -4 multiplied by 6, you get -24. And -3 multiplied by 0, you get 0. -4 multiplied by 1, you get -4. Then when you add these, you get you get 14 to -4 and -26. All right. Sorry. -30 here, not -26. When you add these two, they'll give us -30. Okay, so this is what we're supposed to get as our answer here. Okay, so we come to this question C. The diagram below shows a closed cylindrical tank of radius 2.1 meters and height 5 meters. Calculate its total surface area. Okay, so the formula is already given here. Okay, the formula is already given here. So this is 2 multiplied by the pi. The pi is given there. What is the radius? Radius is 2.1. Okay, radius is 2.1. Then multiplied by, again, 2.1 plus plus 5, which is the height here. So then we can say 2 multiplied by 2, and then 7 into 2.1. 7 into 2.1, it will be 0.3. Okay, then multiplied by, when we add these two, what do we get? We get 7.1. So we multiply these now, and so when you multiply these, we are going to get 3.72. Okay, what do we have? Meters square. Okay, that's what we're going to get. Okay, so we have question 7. On the x or y plane below, plot the points 2,6, 2,6. This point here, which is A, 4,2, 4,2, B, 6,6, this point, C, then D, 4,4. 4,4 is this point, which is our D. Okay, then we have now join the points to form a polygon. Okay, so we just have to join these points like this. Okay, you join them like that. It's as simple as that. Then we have evaluate. We are multiplying in base what? In base 5. In base 5. I hope I'm not too fast. When you multiply 3 by 3, you get 9. Now this number that we're dealing with is in base 5. So that 9, you have to divide it by 5. What do you get? 1 remainder 4. You write the remainder. 3 by 4, you get 12. 12 plus that 1, you get 14. Okay? You get 14, isn't it? You get 13. Sorry, you get 13. So 13 divided by 5, what do you get? You get 2 remainder 3. 3 multiplied by 1, it's 1. I mean, it's 3 multiplied by 1, it's 3. Plus that 2, you get 5. Now you can't write 5 here, so you have to divide 5 by 5. 5 into 5, it's 1, remainder 0. So you start with the remainder, then you write 1 here. Then here we have 0. Then you have 3, 4, 1. Add these. You have 4. Okay. When you add these, what do you give? They give you 6, and you can't write 6 here. So you divide 6 divided by 5. You get 1 remainder 1. You write the remainder 1. This will give you 5. This will give you 4. Plus that 1, you have 5. So 5 divided by 5, it's 1 remainder 0. You write the remainder 0. 2 plus that 1, 3. In base what? Base 5. This is what will be our answer. So we have this question. On a particular day, the postal charges for delivery of parcels within Zambia were as shown in the table. Okay, below. Weight not exceeding. Weight not exceeding. Okay, kgs. That is 5, 10, 15. Then these are the charges here. Now, calculate the total cost of sending 3 parcels weighing 7 kg, 13.5 kg, and 21 kgs. So this one, weight not exceeding, this one exceeds 5, isn't it? And it does not exceed what? 10. So meaning it doesn't exceed 10 and it falls under this one. So we're going to say 9.50 plus 13.5. It exceeds 10 and it does not exceed 15. So we'll get 8.75 plus 21. 21 exceeds 20 and it does not exceed 25. So we'll get this amount on 25. Does not exceed 25.85. We need to add this now. How much are we getting? All right, let's add. So we'll get 302 point. Okay, this is what we're going to get. This is what we are going to get. All right. Question 8, which is the last one. A. On a particular day, the exchange rate between the Zambian kwacha and the American dollar was $1 is equals to 9 kwacha 50 ngwe. How many dollars could be exchanged for? How many dollars could be exchanged for 2,800 and okay, so you know that $1 is equals to 9 kwacha 50 ngwe, and then you have 2,850. So you just need to divide this one by 9.50 because you know that each dollar is equals to this amount. Okay, so what are we going to get? So US dollar is going to give us what are we going? 300. Okay, that's what we are going to get there. Then we have start the flowchart below to answer the questions that follow. Okay, so we have start, enter x, y is equals to 7 multiplied by x minus 3, display y. Okay, so we are using, let me just write it in simple language. Y is equals to 7x minus 3. So the table that we have is, it has got when x is equals to 2, what is y? When x is equals to 2, what is y? So you multiply 7 by 2, you get 14. 14 minus 3, what do you get? You get 11, isn't it? So this is 11. Then the other part now is when y is equals to 32. When y is equals to 32. When y is equals to 32, what is x? So this one comes the other side. When it comes the other side, it will be 35 is equals to 7x. You divide by 7, you divide by 7. What do you get? This will give you 5. That's what you're going to get there. Okay? Question C, which is the last one. The table below shows the marks obtained by learners in a computer studies test. These are marks, then the frequency, which is the number of pupils. Those that got 1 up to 5, there are 3, 6 up to 10, there are 8, 11 up to 10, just like that. Complete the frequency polygon below. Complete the frequency polygon below. Okay. So I'm sure you should have learned this. So this one, 1 to 5, it has got what? 3. So just come here. 1 to 5 is here. 3 is here. And the next one, 6 to 10 is 8. 6 to 10 is 8. Where do we have 8? We have 8 here. 6 to 10. 8 is here. Then 11 to 15, it's 10. 11 to 15, it's 10. Then the last one, it's 9. 9. Okay, then what are we supposed to do? You just join these just like this with a straight line. That's what you're supposed to do. That's all. Thank you very much for watching. You make sure you read these instructions that are here. You read the instructions. These instructions, understand them. They are very, very important. So you saw what I was telling you. These are a must. You need to answer them. They are already ticked for you. Thank you very much for watching.